So yesterday we found out legendary actor Val Kilmer has passed away, and we just want to say that we will always remember him and the power of cinema.
Well said. Very well said, Raymond.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, welcome everybody. First episode of the podcast. We don't know what we're going to name this yet, but we are going to figure that out today. But yeah, I'm just excited to start this. I've been wanting to do this for a minute.
Yeah, I just realized you're wearing my glasses.
Yeah, I really like them. I think it adds a little nice touch to my look here that I so purposely put together.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Tony Stark.
Yeah.
One of my friends said whenever he put it on, it made him feel incognito.
Interesting. I do feel that way. I do feel like shut off from everything else right now. It's a nice feeling. With this beautiful gameplay in the background we got here.
Yeah, I forget what this game is called. My friend showed it to me yesterday. It's Mullet Mad Jack. It's a roguelite.
That looks crazy.
Do you know what a roguelike is?
Not really.
It's like a type of game where, like, as you progress, levels will change. You gain loot items, but if you die, you start all over.
Is that kind of like Hades?
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah, and the whole like terrain just changes.
All right. Interesting game. I want to go back to Val Kilmer though. Do you know how he died? I really don't know what they said.
I read about it. I read about it, but yeah. If you want to, you can pull it up real quick.
What would you say is your most memorable like role of his?
I would say that's pretty easy. Heat. I think a lot of people will
He's
say
so good in Heat.
I think a lot of people will say Brimstone. I have yet to watch it. I know it's
Tombstone.
I'm thinking of the Guy Pearce film Brimstone.
I don't know that one.
That's a good movie. Jordan put me onto that one.
Okay.
But a lot of people, they tend to think like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro whenever they hear Heat. But Val Kilmer's whole side storyline was it was nice.
Really good, man. Really good. Tombstone, he's good, but like I don't really like the movie. Like his role is great, but I don't really like. I feel like the movie is not the best, but people really love it and say it's like one of the best westerns they've seen. But I would disagree on that for sure.
What do you have, like a best western?
Yeah, I'd say so. Okay, so are we saying No Country for Old Men is a western?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's probably that, but Unforgiven is up there for me also.
I haven't seen Unforgiven. That's
really
another actor that was in it that passed away,
Yeah,
right?
Gene Hackman. Yeah, R.I.P. And bro, there was conspiracy theories about that shit. People were saying like they got poisoned and shit. I was talking with somebody about this yesterday, but
FBI agent.
That FBI agent killed him?
Were you talking to an FBI agent?
Unfortunately not, bro. Unfortunately not. It was just a buddy, and we were talking about. I was asking him, like, people were saying they thought it was poison, or they got poisoned by carbon monoxide, but apparently he had like really bad Alzheimer's, and his wife died, like some shit. Yeah, like
I heard like days before him.
Days before, and he's just in the house.
He died. Some shit.
So the wife died, and then like he has fucking Alzheimer's. He doesn't know what to do, so he's just doing whatever. And then the dog died because he didn't feed it, because there was nobody to feed the dog. So it's just this huge clusterfuck of mishaps, and that's how he died. It wasn't carbon monoxide.
Before we move on from Val Kilmer, did you ever see him as Batman?
Did you ever
watch his Batman films?
No, I did not.
So I gotta watch Tombstone. You gotta watch the.
I will watch
the Batman films. They're fun.
Yeah,
they're fun. It's no Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Christian Bale type. But
yeah.
Was there only just one Batman movie?
Because I know there was one of George Clooney.
Yeah, I
don't know how many Val Kilmer did.
Okay. We'll have to look into that.
This is gonna be the whole podcast. Just us being like, I
don't know. We're gonna have to look that
up.
But Val Kilmer, I just looked up. He died of pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Yeah.
That'll get you.
Yeah, bro. Okay. So do you want to move on to something else?
Yeah, so the basis of this podcast, we want to focus it around just things that we talk about. We always find ourselves talking about pop culture. So we just thought, hey, why not add some news just so we
Yeah.
have something to talk about. And then, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started with it.
All right. What's new today? What do we got?
Sydney Sweeney. I did. I don't like talking about like actors and
Like
things like that.
celebrities, yeah.
But some things you gotta say.
You got to bring it up. It's got to be brought up.
Sydney Sweeney called off her her wedding, or I guess
The engagement.
Yeah, the engagement with some guy. I have no clue who he is, but hey, that means we all still have a chance.
Yeah. This is huge news, folks. This is huge news. You only get it here.
But she was seen hanging out with Glenn Powell. That's a pretty handsome guy right there.
He's a good-looking man.
Pretty good actor. Let's see what we got next. So for movies and TVs, have you ever watched Power Rangers?
I've never
Growing
seen.
up.
I like played a few video games, but like that's it. That's my basis of Power Rangers knowledge.
Yeah, I played some like really bad like GameCube Power Rangers game.
Yeah.
I don't even think I could like get past the first level. But it's getting a reboot.
Really, the
Why?
show.
Yeah. Why? I have no clue. Do you know how like Power Rangers got popular?
Not really.
Or like how it came to be?
Not
Like,
really.
I believe it used to be like a show in Japan first.
Okay.
And then some guy just like took like all the properties of the show and just put like English voiceover
Really?
from it. Yeah. And dude made a killing.
Yeah. Holy
And-
shit.
Well, you haven't seen much of Power Rangers. They've done things like dinosaurs,
Yeah.
ninjas. Can't think of anything else.
Yeah. Like you mean like they fight or that's like their characters are dinosaurs and
Like
ninjas
their
and shit?
characters, their mechs. They have like
Yeah.
huge ass mechs. Like their suit design is like based off of it.
Yeah.
I have no clue of what else they could do.
Yeah.
Like Gimp.
Gimp.
The Gimp Rangers.
That's crazy, bro. That's the craziest collab ever. No, but okay, so what do you think about it? Like what are your thoughts about them? So you were a fan like as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fan as a kid.
So as a lifelong fan, what is that?
I wouldn't say lifelong. I just love the Power Rangers movie that has Ivan Ooze.
Okay.
He's like one of the best villains in
What's up?
just history.
Yeah.
He was literally dishing out promethazine out to the kids and parents.
Wow. Getting everybody high. So you're not a fan of this remake or reboot?
I'm not jumping to watch it, and I'm sure it's it's just targeted towards kids.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
the hell am I gonna do with it? I just wanted to bring it up because it's something.
Yeah, that's something.
But the next thing in movies is Malcolm in the Middle is getting a revival. Did you ever watch Malcolm in the Middle?
No. See, I'm finding out I'm uncultured, bro. Just talking about this shit. But is it like The Gap, like we were talking about?
We're young. The Gap could be. It could be. We were talking about how like I'm 24. I'm gonna be 25 soon.
Yeah.
You're 23. Even though we're a year apart, we've experienced a completely different type of media.
For sure.
And same thing goes for like 24 to like 26.
Yeah.
They got to experience like a lot more. Like, do you remember? I don't know, like the Trick yogurt.
Yes, I do. I do remember that.
Okay, that's something that we both experienced.
Okay.
But like, you and I, we were like at the end of the 90s.
Yes. You were born in 2000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born in 2001. So right at the end, bro. I feel like maybe this is I don't know. This probably isn't a hot take. This is probably like pretty general consensus, but we came in like at the end of the peak of like cartoons and stuff. 100%.
Yeah.
And like childhood like children's shows, I feel.
Yeah, because at a certain point, it just became just like nothing but SpongeBob, Legend of Korra on Nick, and then regular show and Adventure Time and Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
And Adventures of Gumball, on Cartoon Network. And then Disney had like what Good Luck Charlie. Good Luck Charlie was pretty good.
Good Luck Charlie was good.
But they just kept
just
rerunning
super
the
redundant
same shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so Malcolm in the Middle, they're doing a new season. People say they love that show. Like I said, I never got to fucking see it, but
It's a revival. So I guess you could say it's gonna be like a new season. They're just gonna continue. But the reason why I bring it up is because the actor who played Dewey,
Okay.
you don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm fucking lost.
But everyone who's watched Malcolm in the Middle, Dewey's one of the legendary characters
Yeah.
in that show. The actor who plays him won't be returning.
Okay.
Because he's retired from acting.
Okay.
And I think that's good for him. I give him props.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are like moaning and groaning about it. The reason why I bring this up is because I just want to say we don't have to be so stuck in nostalgia.
Yeah.
And I also want to bring up like the live action movies that we're getting that Disney makes.
That's kind of like what you're talking about, like stuck in nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like the Lion King and all that.
Yeah, we're getting like a lot of reboots.
Yeah.
Like we keep repeating the same thing.
Yeah.
Is it because are we out of content?
I think it's just showing like it's like reflecting the laziness of the I don't know, I guess like the pop culture zeitgeist, I guess.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that like we're losing content. Whenever I was thinking about it before, I was leaning more towards like I think this is just what the masses want.
You think so?
Yeah, because like whenever like you hear just like people talk about these shows, like oh it'd be so cool if they brought them back, and that's what they're giving us.
Yeah.
Like they brought back iCarly.
Is it still going on?
Yeah, they're like grown up now.
That's so fucked up.
There's a new Wizards of Waverly Place.
No way.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez is in it also.
Yes, I think so. I believe so.
Wow.
This one I'm kind of interested in it.
Yeah.
The Lilo and Stitch.
Oh.
They're doing a live action for it.
I think I did see that also.
I'm not too big on the live action Disney movies.
Yeah.
I'm not even like a Disney head.
Yeah.
But I love Lilo and Stitch.
I never. This is just a reflection of me not fucking doing anything cool as a child. I never saw anything from Lilo and Stitch either.
I'm gonna have to ask you later. What did you do as a child?
Just SpongeBob, bro. Unfortunately.
But same with that. More power to that guy. Oh,
lost our gameplay here.
Dang. Well, I don't want to have to keep like
it's whatever.
We'll probably put something over
it.
like another. We'll mask it with something. Yeah. So what's that video called? The glass jar.
Yeah.
The guy with the glass jar.
One man, one jar.
Just on loop. All right. Did you have anything for movies? Nothing in your little diary.
I don't think anything. My little diary here.
This is where I keep my nightmares. So next up, we got music.
Okay. So I'm sure everybody knows the new Playboi Carti album has had some very polarizing reactions. People either hate it or they love it. I'm on the love side. I really love it. I think it's, but everybody like I've been encountering those and like this shit sucks. Like it fucking sucks. Like come on, bro. But like, what are people expecting? Like I feel like the people I'm talking to, like you're a Playboi Carti fan, right? Would you say so?
I would say so. I love his first two albums.
Yes.
Whole Lot of Red, kind of a mix with that. Definitely straight away from like each album is pretty different, but whenever it got to A Whole Lot of Red, it was like a drastic change.
Yeah, for sure. It went from like Cash Cardi and like Die Lit was like still that, but then Whole Lot of Red was like this vamp Cardi kind of guy, and now it's like Opium Cardi. But I really like it. But people are saying like I was saying, like what are people expecting? Like it's Playboi Carti. Like
it's 30 songs.
Yeah, it's 30 songs long, which is nuts. Like, bro, there's gonna be everybody's gonna like something from the album. So if you haven't listened to it, definitely do. You're gonna get something of enjoyment out of it. But like the people I'm talking to, like, are you expecting crazy bars? Right? Like, what are you expecting from Playboi Carti? I'm
expecting a dope ass sound.
Yeah, dope sound, and you get that. You fucking get that, and Do you agree?
With this album,
Yes.
I agree, but I told you I had to re-listen to
Yeah.
it with like better gear because I just had one earbud in.
Sure.
I was working, but a lot of the songs were starting to blend in together,
Okay.
and that was my gripe with it.
You think so? That's like,
Especially if, like, since it's like 30 songs.
yeah,
But I gotta go back through it again. There was definitely songs that I did enjoy.
yeah. That's fair. Why do you think it was 30 songs long? Like, if no, well, that's like a
I'm
fucking.
not a prophet or oracle.
Of course, but like, is that like kind of a reflection of the streaming culture that we have? Is like you need to push out as many fucking songs as possible just so that you can get the maximum amount of streams because it's like that's how they make money now,
I do think that is something that we should look into.
right?
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I feel like, cause like, bro, there's so many artists, and I feel like that are just like pushing out. Like even Drake does this shit. Like he'll drop like a single, but it's like 4 songs. It's like what the
What the
fuck?
hell? Yeah, and Uzi's his Pink tape.
It's like
It
hella
was-
long, right?
Yeah, like I think over 20 songs.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe that's like kind of the strategy now, like for artists, is to put out just as much as they can, just maximize streams.
Travis Scott's gonna hit us with 40 songs.
Yeah, he
with a 40 ball.
Yeah. Poured up 40 points on us. Nah, but I really like it. I haven't gotten all the way through it yet, but from what I've heard, like almost every song I've really enjoyed. So maybe if I get through it, I'll have the same reaction as you. Like probably a lot of them do sound the same.
How far did you get into it?
I mean, I don't know, man. Like maybe like 15 songs or something. Like halfway.
Yeah.
The rest of the second half is just all the same.
I don't know what it is, but every time I hear Future, I'm
Future?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like-
dude. Yes.
legend.
Yes, bro. I feel like the songs he's in, like, he carries them. For sure.
Yeah, even though like he's not really like doing much.
No.
But it's like you said, like what are you expecting from it?
Yeah.
It's not like J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. You're expecting a cool fucking sound. You're not expecting him to give you some philosophical bar. You just want him to talk about
Shut up, bitch.
shut up, bitch. Yeah, like that's it. That's fucking it.
Even though I don't condone.
No. No cheating
that
allowed here.
behavior. I just listen to it.
But you see the shit that Andre 3000 said about Future?
No.
He said he fucking loves his music, but it's like he said some shit that like makes you want to kill a motherfucker, bro. Andre 3000. I don't remember exact quote, but he said like it's like a praise, but like at the same time, it's like kind of like a stay in your lane kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, like
Mr. Flute player.
I think about this often. Like whenever you're young, you are very like what's the word I'm looking for? Like you can be persuaded easily.
Yeah, you're
Impersonable? Very impersonable. No.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we should have like a podium dictionary.
We need a computer guy to do our searches for us. A young
Yeah.
Jamie.
Yeah, we could create an AI agent, but I think we should just get Jordan or something.
Yeah.
Spray paint him like metallic. Give him
Oh
a
my God.
thesaurus and a Webster dictionary.
Yeah,
and-
make him flip through it page by page. No, yeah, that's okay. So Playboy Cardi. All right.
Sorry. What I was saying is like yes, the music is good, but at a certain point, does it like affect how you go about like your way of living? You know,
What do you think?
like, I mean, I feel like everyone's different. Some people are gonna take things with a grain of salt or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just listening to this for music. Like,
Yeah.
this is just what I enjoy. And then others, it's completely different.
Yeah.
Especially like a child and an adult.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I agree with you. I feel like that's kind of like what Vince Staples kind of does, like what he talks about. But like, there's artists who make music like that, like Future. I feel like that motherfucker says he does what he's saying in the fucking songs, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
He fucking does. Like you see him talking, he's like, Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I cheated on that hoe. Like, I don't know, bro.
You're a
Like,
good actor.
thanks, bro.
But what, like the whole story of I fucked the old girl in the Gucci flip
Yeah.
flops. Like, apparently the story is whenever he was a kid, he wanted an autograph from Magic Johnson, something like that.
No. Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen, Magic Johnson. uh, and Scottie Pippen just kind of like shrugged him off,
Yeah.
and it just created a villain.
Created a villain, bro. Fucked his wife years later.
And the Gucci flip
And
flops.
that was it in the Gucci flip flops?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even know that was the story behind the song, bro. Wow.
Take things with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I get my information from the internet, and
Yeah.
I never know what's real.
Yeah, I mean,
nowadays, all this news could be like April Fool's news.
Sydney Sweeney might have been April Fool's, bro.
Val Kilmer.
Oh, man.
He's still out there.
It's like a, never mind.
All right, so moving on from that, Sean Kingston and his mother found guilty
Really?
for committing wire fraud, federal wire fraud.
So what is that? What is wire fraud? It's like illegally wiring money?
Yeah, you're just scamming.
You're
just
fucking
straight scamming.
people? So what does that sentence look like? What is Mr. Kingston going to have to do?
I think it's like over 40 years, some shit
40
like that.
years? Oh, he's done.
I could be wrong. Like
Whatever.
I don't have. I was thinking I should get some like index cards.
Yeah. Sean Kingston.
Yeah, have like all my information there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll get there.
We'll get there. The production value is only up from here. But that's interesting.
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
I knew about it because of you guys, but I didn't know it like it wasn't settled yet.
Okay,
He's got bangers.
yeah, he does. Fetty Wap, he's also incarcerated right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
For the same shit?
I don't know for what.
Oh, okay.
I don't know for what.
He's taking off again, bro. People are re-listening to his shit.
Yeah, he made the charts #1.
Yeah, bro.
Or not #1, but he made the charts.
Yeah. Like a fucking 10-year-old song. Crazy.
All right, so moving on to gaming. Game Informer is coming back.
Okay.
You have no clue what Game Informer is.
I don't. I'm assuming it's like a YouTube channel.
No. So it's a game journalism company,
Okay.
and it was like a website and a magazine.
Okay.
And GameStop at the time, if you had a pro account or whatever, they provide you with the Game Informer magazine.
Okay.
And it's a subscription. You'll get it every month.
Yeah.
But like, it was just so cool to have.
Yeah.
All the art in it, and it was good journalism.
Yeah.
But as the YouTube channel, Inside Games, Bruce and Lawrence, they do good gaming journalism over there. Whenever they were talking about this, they brought up the fact that just journalism in general,
Yeah.
you do not make a lot of money from it. So I forgot what company. Did I write it down?
You said Inside Games? That's
that Inside Games is
the YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube
Is
channel.
that the YouTube channel like when you go into GameStop and it's playing like behind you?
No.
That's like their own shit probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just guys I'm getting my sources from for gaming.
Yeah.
They used to be part of Rooster Teeth and like Machinima like way back when. Shout out.
Shout out.
Inside Games.
Inside Games.
Not gaming. But some company, I'm sorry, being a horrible journalist.
That's all right.
But some company decided to buy Game Informer and it's bringing back the whole crew.
Wow.
Yeah, so the same crew.
Same writers, same graphic designers,
Yeah.
everything.
But they're going to have to figure out how to pump out more content, same amount of people, and probably, I don't know the money situation.
Yeah.
But like Inside Games said, it's tough.
Yeah, hard to make
tough out
money
there right now.
That's good that somebody like saw what they were doing and appreciated it and is bringing it back.
Yeah, for sure. I believe the company that bought them out is making like a crypto game.
Okay.
I've heard that it's good. I don't know anything about it. Next thing for gaming, Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch 2, right? That's what they're calling it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a big 2 on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Gonna cost $450.
$450?
Yeah, and it's not OLED.
No.
No,
Oh,
HDR. It supports HDR, so that's cool.
yeah.
But yeah, people are not happy about the prices. It might be cheaper in other regions because of the whole tariff situation.
That's a good point.
But
you thinking like Japan or something is gonna be cheaper?
Yeah, maybe like 400 or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know. But you can use the controller as like a mouse.
Okay.
They have like a webcam attachment.
That's what's
up. It's supposed to be like their Discord.
So they're gonna have Discord, or it's like their own shit.
It's like their own, their own thing.
Would you get it?
I'm a Nintendo fanboy.
Yeah. You still have a Switch now?
It's right there. I need to switch out the battery for it.
I sold mine,
but
not that long ago. Oh, I guess probably like a year and a half ago.
I had the OLED and I had to sell it, but I really enjoyed the OLED. Honestly though, I feel like I would rather have a Steam Deck right now, but Nintendo fanboy. When like $450, that doesn't even really make me mad.
I don't think
overpriced.
What was the Switch when it came out? It was like 300, right? Something like that. I don't think 450 is like crazy. I mean, you get a PlayStation, obviously is like better like quality, or what do you think? Because what PlayStation is like 500 retail. I mean, it's like right around the same range.
PlayStation's big.
Yeah, 100%, and Xbox, but
Xbox not really.
You don't think so?
Well, I mean they have their fan base, but they haven't made any money from their consoles.
Really?
Since the 360?
You serious?
Or the first X? Yeah.
Dang, I'm out of the loop, man.
And they're definitely losing money with the Series S
because
it was such like it's a good deal. It's like the best deal.
So it's less
for like a gaming console.
It's less than the PS5.
It's like you can get it for $200 retail, $250. Yeah.
Wow. The big box.
The small one, the smaller one. That doesn't take disc.
Still,
but still. Yeah, like you can play next gen games, or now it's current gen.
But people aren't buying it. Because that's why it's losing money.
People aren't buying it, and I think they're just like kind of underselling it. But their whole thing is we might be seeing the Xbox Game Pass app on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like that could be their. It seems like that's their
like bread and butter right now is the Game Pass.
And they could possibly be coming out with a handheld as well.
That's interesting.
I wouldn't be mad about that. I love handhelds. Handhelds are just cool. I think I'm gonna get them all.
You have a DS right now?
I have like an old DS.
That's
like
still
the first
fire,
one.
bro.
It's like, you can put the Game Boy games in it. Yeah.
I think what was it, like the DS Lite or something? I don't fucking remember. Next in gaming, Oblivion remake. Bro, I saw something today that said they could be releasing this like tomorrow. Yeah.
Really?
But
who
I don't, bro. Like, you have Chrome on your phone, Google Chrome.
Yeah.
Like whenever you go, you know how it has like it has news at the bottom when you're like on a new tab, and it's like got a picture and shit. Mine for the past 2 days has been Oblivion update, like, and I haven't really even been like searching it, but it's just been giving me Oblivion shit.
Yep. Insider Gaming. Oblivion remake could be released tomorrow. It's claimed.
Dude. So they're for sure gonna be a shadow drop. So the thing is, like, this is my favorite game I've ever played. This is my favorite game of all time. Like, for nostalgia reasons, all these other reasons, I fucking love the game. Like, I don't give a fuck who shits on it. Oblivion is my fucking favorite game, bro.
Do people
shit on it? Oh, 100%. Yeah. You played it?
No, not really.
Because of it's outdated, right? That's the thing. That's the thing about it. Why people shit on it. There's memes and shit. I understand.
Yeah, but I think I just need to grow up. Just do it. I mean, but it sounds certain that we're gonna get the remake. The thing is, it's all based on leaks. Yeah. There's a possibility that they won't even really like enhance it.
Really? So like,
Yeah.
what's the point? Just money? They're
Yeah.
probably gonna release it for $70, $60.
I don't know about 70, maybe. I have no clue.
Fuck.
But
Take my fucking money.
I really do hope that they like at least. I just want it to look like Fallout 4.
Yeah.
But there's a possibility where that's not the
Like
case.
it looks like Skyrim. Would that be okay?
It might not even
No
be that,
fucking
bro.
way, bro.
It might
no
not even
way.
be that.
No way.
Mm-mm.
No way. Right? But people were trying to like make it. They like this guy had this project where he was gonna put Oblivion on like a Skyrim engine, like Sky Oblivion he was calling it. But I don't know if it ever like dropped.
I remember hearing about that.
I don't know if they ever finished it, but I really hope this remake comes out soon. I will fucking buy it and put it in 100 hours in the first 2 weeks. Like I fucking love this game.
I'll definitely play it, no matter the quality.
Yeah. I think I'm not even gonna speak on how it's gonna be because Bethesda has been shitting the bed. You agree?
Yeah. I think a lot of people like they're not like they love Fallout 4, like how it looks.
That came after Skyrim, right? Okay.
Yeah, but with the writing, especially with like their previous games, it just seemed like their games are starting to get a lot watered down. And it kind of seems like the case for a lot of these AAA games. We're in a revolution of indie games right now.
So it's kind of like they were peaking up to. You think Skyrim's like the peak, Bethesda, and then it just kind of dropped after that. I think that's a good like way to view it, like a mountain, I guess.
Yeah, Fallout 76, they just like dug themselves deeper. And then with Starfield, they kind of just shot themselves.
Did you play that any?
Yeah, a little bit of it. I was enjoying it at first, but I think I was enjoying it just because of my excitement for it. And then after a while, it just kind of got dull for me.
I didn't play it, but I heard that like there's so many planets you can go to, right? And like a lot of them are like generated, so you're getting a different experience than somebody else. Which I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's kind of the point of the game is like so you can connect with these people. Like, oh, I fucking unlocked this weapon, like kind of like Dark Souls type games. Like,
I think all that is still there, and I think you are just like one person the whole time. But I don't think they really like gave much for all the different worlds. It kind of seemed like they were supposed to have like a survival mechanic in there with the different planets and the terrains, but they didn't do anything with it.
Felt empty is what a lot of people were saying.
Yeah,
that fucking sucks.
Yeah. My good friend Brian said it seems like someone was a Star Trek fan, and they gave him the ability to make the game. And he said, "I'm gonna make the game that I've always wanted to make."
Wish I could relate. I've never even seen any Star Trek movies either.
No.
You either? What people say it's bland. People like it.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I know from Star Trek is like from the fan.
Yeah.
So of course it's like, I live
Yeah. Of course. Next in news. Dang, I didn't realize we had so many things to talk about.
Well, we're
getting to the end here.
Yeah, well, we're gonna tweak it as we go. We'll probably do news a lot faster, so where we don't have a lot in between.
Fireside chats. Call me FDR.
So for the last one, for fashion, Dimna.
I'm excited to hear.
He's the new creative director for Gucci.
Oh, is he really? Oh,
yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts about that?
I feel like his style is the complete opposite of Gucci. Like Gucci, it's like this very elegant, like luxurious, like it's like classical fashion, right? Like American fashion or Italian. And then Balenciaga, what he's been doing is like this extremely like just diabolical take on fashion, and it's very it's very trashy. Like you get all the fucking extremely distressed, like extremely over exaggerated proportions, which is like I think the opposite of Gucci. So I'm excited to see like. So he's I don't know how it works, but I'm assuming he's not gonna have full creative control. You don't know.
I don't
Like, I
know.
feel like they wouldn't let him do. Do you know about the Balenciaga scandal that happened when he was there?
I don't think
About
so.
him like putting kids in bondage and
Oh
shit.
yeah,
That's fucking
yeah. I
wild, bro. I
remember
wrote a
that.
paper
Yeah,
about that in college.
it's wild. Really
But
wild.
like,
Subscribe to the
yeah,
Substack.
yeah. So to my Substack. But I think that's really interesting. I'm excited to see what happens there. That would, yeah. I mean, I'm not really a Gucci guy, and I haven't been a Balenciaga guy for the past few years, so I haven't really been keeping up with them. But I'll definitely keep my eyes out for that. See what he does.
Yeah, for all these like high end brands, they're choosing interesting
Yeah,
people to be the creative directors, like Pharrell with Louis
yeah,
Vuitton. I love that like soccer ball jacket.
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it, but I don't know how much it is, but one
One
day
day.
I'll have it.
Also in news, Ice Spice and Pink Panthers, creative directors of Prada.
Freaking yeah, Nick. We're in
I thought he was
Discord.
being serious. I looked it up the next day, bro.
Well, you're kind of like, bro. That's
I
fake.
did say
Like
that.
immediately. Jordan was like,
Yeah.
what? You know how he
Yeah.
gets. He's like, that's stupid.
Oh man.
Nick was like, what do you think about that, Raymond? I was like reading
Yeah.
comments. So I was just like, I mean, they're their
Yeah. Yeah.
family.
Like,
It's like,
how do they get? How are they qualified for that?
but then it finally clicked. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
April
Yeah.
Fools.
So, unfortunately, we don't get the pleasure of seeing that. Is that it? Is that
All
it for
right.
news?
Yes, that is it for news.
Well, one thing I want to say one more thing. Final Four this weekend,
Oh,
March
yeah.
Madness. It's been a good tournament. So I wanted to run something by you actually, some controversy. So do you know much about March Madness?
No, I know what it is, but I don't
Right.
follow it or anything.
It's the college basketball tournament, 64 teams, and it's like there's 4 different sides of the bracket, and they all meet at the end for the Final Four. So like each, oh sorry, in each 4 like sides of the bracket, there's 1 through 16 ranked. So it's like the 1 plays the 16, whatever. So there's like typically there's a lot of upsets, right?
Mhm.
So like a really shitty team will be a good team. But this year there's been pretty much 0 upsets. Which
Really?
yeah. So it's like kind of like people are saying it's a reflection of, you know what the NIL is? Basically colleges are now allowed to pay their players to play there.
Mm.
It used to be like you just go wherever you go and that's it. But now like they're allowing the universities to pay the students because like the students were like, well, what the fuck? Like y'all are making all this money off of us, but we're not getting shit. But now they're allowed to get
Yeah.
paid, so it's like people are saying like since NIL, everybody's going to these big powerhouse schools, all the good players, so that now there's no upsets and it's kind of like ruined the tournament.
Hmm.
So like right now in the Final Four, there's the teams that were like supposed to make it, and
Yeah.
usually it's not like that. Usually it's March Madness, like it's fucking madness. But this year it's been like pretty tame.
And you think it's all tied to
I think
them
I
getting
think
paid?
so. Like you're gonna get the best talent for sure at the best schools because they feel like they're deserving this amount of money when these little
Mhm.
schools can't pay them anything.
Yeah, I remember this being like a topic a couple years back. I remember there was kind of like a lot of
Yeah.
like back and forth.
Some people like it, some people don't. Also, the transfer portal used to be if you wanted to transfer schools, and play basketball somewhere else, you could, but you would have to wait a whole year. You would lose a year of eligibility to transfer. Now you can just transfer. Fucking next year, I'm starting. So now you can just literally, it's literally like the NBA. You're traded and you're on another team.
Do you support that?
Yeah, but it's kind of like it's taken out the fun of like now there's like a new guy somewhere else every year. But like I'm a Texas A&M fan. Like I can't even like really fall in love with a player like I used to because they're instantly fucking gone. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I have mixed feelings about it, but I think the players like it because they want to fucking win, and they feel like that gives them a better chance of winning.
Do you think, I've been hearing like a little controversy, do you think certain rules of basketball should be like updated, changed?
What kind of rules? People are talking
can't-
about like a 4-point shot. I think
4-point
that's
shot.
fucking stupid, honestly. Oh, well, because so the game has changed. I could fucking talk about this shit all fucking day.
Because like I don't have too much knowledge
Sure.
about this, but I know that a lot of threes are
Yeah,
being
exactly.
made
The
now.
game has changed, bro. Like back in the
Yeah.
days, it'd be like Shaquille O'Neal post up that shit. Now it's just like everybody shoots, because if you do the math, 3 is better than 2 every fucking time. So like, why not take a 3? So I mean, that's basically what teams are doing, is like players nowadays are just trying to be the best shooters they can, because that's like the most important part of the game. I think adding a 4-point play would just make it more unbearable to watch, because people don't like watching it anymore like they used to. Because people just shooting it from half court the whole game. I don't know. Whatever. I fucking love basketball, but I don't think that would be a good idea.
Just bring back slam
Yeah.
ball. Do you know
Of
slam
course,
ball?
bro. Fucking slam ball's class, bro. Classic. Okay, that's it for news.
All right. So, moving on to figuring out our podcast name. So, I gave you the task of come up with 10 names.
Yeah.
I didn't even do that myself. I'm sorry. I came up with a few.
Okay.
But I was thinking that you can go first. And
Go through all 10.
Yeah, go through all 10. See which ones we want to stick with. I'll go through mine.
Okay.
And then kind of like a tournament thing.
Okay. March Madness of names, podcast names. Okay. My my 1 seed, the Steam Table.
Wait. What was the first one?
I just said my 1 seed, like my best one. The Steam Table.
The Steam Table.
I'm fucking kidding, bro. I did put that down because I thought that's funny.
Yeah, we did put some joke ones.
Okay, Steam Table.
Yeah,
Next.
that's out.
Next one, bro. Overgrown Mess.
Overgrown mess.
Yeah.
What was your thinking behind that?
I don't know.
I don't hate it.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
Okay.
Let's keep it.
Okay. I'm just gonna circle it. Mortal Creatures.
Mortal creatures.
I don't know why I went with like an adjective and then a plural noun.
It's the word salad.
You like
let's-
overgrown mess better?
I do.
Okay, then
I do.
Then Mortal Creatures is out. Next one, Stationary Existence. I don't really like that one very much.
No.
Okay. Tiny Magnitude.
Tiny magnitude.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Pop Tropica?
I think so. Yeah.
It's like a computer game.
Yeah,
And whenever you pick your name, it gives you some like weird names. These all sound like Pop Tropica names.
Tiny Magnitude is out. The Safe Room.
The safe room. We keep it.
Okay.
You're safe here.
You're safe with us.
Safe in our hand.
The Podcast of the Century. That was kind of just like a filler.
Podcast of the millennium.
Okay, I got 2 more. I'm gonna do one that's not very good, then I think my favorite, and then a joke one. Okay.
Okay.
So multifunctional.
Multifunctional.
Yeah. That's
I like it.
You like
I
that?
it. Yeah, it's not bad.
okay. My favorite, Twin Oysters.
Twin oysters. That's not
That's
bad.
not bad, bro.
That's
Come
not
on,
bad.
come on. Okay. Last one. This is a throwback. You got to tell me where you remember this from. Ready?
Okay.
Gaping asshole.
Oh man, the sound chart just went crazy.
Oh man.
So one day, I think it was like one of the first times Elliot and I we were just hanging out on our own, and we were riding back to his place, and it was kind of quiet. And I just say, one day I want to open up a bar. I want to name it the Gaping Asshole.
Yes, bro.
Just like, what?
I didn't even know what that word. I didn't even know what gaping meant, bro. Bro, gaping asshole, bro. Podcast name.
The Gape.
The Gape. Hey, the Gape. So nobody. Okay, no spells that one. Okay, so overgrown mess. Wait, do you want to go through yours and then we circle the?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with the joke one.
Okay.
This is you'll love this one.
Okay.
It's a play on beignets.
Okay.
And also the ointment Ben Gay.
Okay.
Ben Gay.
Bro, Ben Gay. How do you spell that?
BEEN
GAY. Oh, that's so good, bro. Ben Gays.
Ben Gay. I don't know why, but every time I see that ointment, I just think like, man, I've been gay.
Ben Gay. What is
Okay.
What is the ointment for?
I have no clues. Ointment.
Okay.
What is ointment? I guess there is specific different types of ointment.
Like I had to use that fucking shit for my poison ivy.
I use foot ointment for my nuts.
You serious?
No.
Athlete's foot ointment.
I don't understand the science of ointments. So this is my favorite one.
Okay.
MadMan with the WasteMan.
Okay, yes, we talked about this. I love that one. Because from New Orleans.
Yeah.
I called this guy WasteMan and Jordan called me a MadMan. So I think that's like a really good mix. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we might have to go with that one.
Yeah, I don't want to. We'll probably say the backstory later. It's nothing too crazy.
No, it's crazy.
My third one, the pop.
Pop? That's
simple.
Simple?
What do you think? Take it out?
Not as nearly as good as MadMan and the WasteMan.
Yeah.
MadMan and the WasteMan is good.
And then my last one, 713 Rundown.
713 Rundown.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that because on this podcast we plan to talk about a lot of Houston culture because I got this inspiration. Like, I'm not going to go through it, but yes, we're going to talk about Houston a lot on this podcast. So, I do like that. I think maybe it's I don't know. So those are your four. I personally like MadMan and the WasteMan out of all of the ones we have.
Yeah, so do you think MadMan with the WasteMan or MadMan and the WasteMan?
With MadMan with the WasteMan, MadMan and the WasteMan.
And I think
and
because well, we could still do like an A and a slash because I was gonna do like a W and a slash.
Yeah.
When it comes to like a logo, but
I like that.
MadMan and the WasteMan.
Yeah.
MadMan and the WasteMan.
I think we need to go to for our logo. We need to go to like one of those cartoonist people, those drawing people. What are they called?
I think TLF will be able to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But with the cartoon, just like us two, that wouldn't be bad.
No.
That would not be bad at all. We might have to still argue if it's gonna be with or and.
Okay, we can argue that, but MadMan, WasteMan for sure.
But all right,
nice.
That is it.
That's our name.
Alrighty, folks.
Okay.
So on to shoot the shit.
Is this? Are we gonna start this with my story? Can we start my story time?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So.
I don't have much to say really.
Okay, I want to talk about the Oscars though.
Oh yeah.
But let me tell my story first. So. This is last night, actually. I've been hungover pretty much all day. This is overlooming feeling. Not really that bad, but overlooming nevertheless. So, my buddy hits me up. He's like, hey, we're going to trivia night at Little Woodrow's. You want to come? Like, fuck yeah, that sounds fun. I've never really done trivia, but I think I'd be good at it. Turns out I fucking suck. Anyways, we go.
What was the trivia about?
Bro, it was like random. So the first one was like, it was asking us a bunch of questions, and the answer to each question was a Chrysler model.
What?
Yeah. So
like,
like,
it couldn't have been like porn stars or something.
no fucking porn stars. Unfortunately, I would have knocked that one out of the park.
Question, Mia Khalifa.
And then the next one was like, they would play a song. I think it was like apology songs, like romance songs, and you had to name the artist and the name of the song. Did okay on that, and then the last one was like, we didn't stay for the whole thing because we got fucking bored, but there wasn't very many people there. it was a picture of like a movie character, and they edited somebody else's face on it, like a different actor. So you had to name the actor's face they put, and then the name of the character.
Mm-hmm.
So like they put Robert Redford on Clifford the dog.
Okay.
So I got that one right. And then Lil Yachty on Stuart Little
Okay.
was another. So it's just that kind of shit. So anyways, had a few beers there, and then they were like, "Hey, y'all want to go get a nightcap at this Irish pub nearby?" Like, yeah, that's cool. So we walk over there, and bro, it's a pretty cool bar. Like I think you'd like the vibe of the place. It was like kind of like hard to find, but it was like a really cool Irish pub. Pretty good Guinness there. I had a Guinness, and then there's this woman over playing pool, right? This lady, dark haired lady, and she's got tattoos, bro, and like she's very attractive woman, right? And I'm like at the bar drinking, and like I see her, like I'm looking over at her, and she never looks back, right? Which is like
staring at her.
I'm just like, and I'm like, okay, whatever. She never really looks at me, so I'm just chilling with my friends, and she eventually comes up to me. And
so the staring worked.
I was not staring. I was mysteriously, discreetly giving her looks.
Being nonchalant.
Yeah. But she comes up to me, and she's like, she has this Russian accent. She's Russian. She's like, why do you have I'm like, I don't want to fucking do a Russian accent. He's like, why do you have earrings? She was like, they ruin your whole look. I was like, what? Okay. But anyways, she's like heavily flirting with me, bro. Heavily. She's like saying, you're really sexy, but why do you have these earrings? And the whole time I'm like,
just rips them off.
I'm like, what's going on here? Like, there's got to be some kind of ulterior motive, I feel, because that doesn't happen. Hot chicks just don't come up to you in the bar and just say, what's up? You're sexy.
Not really. So what, you felt like she wanted to harvest your organs or something?
Potentially. So we start playing pool, right? And she's like, I was like, what are you doing here? And she was like, I'm here to play pool. I was like, okay. She was like, let's play. I was like, okay. I was like, if I win, you got to buy us a drink. If you win, I'll take out my earrings and I'll never wear them ever again. She's like, okay, but then you also have to buy me a drink. All right, fine. We play, bro. She barely beats me, right? So I take my earrings out, but I put them back in later. And I bought us a drink, bro. At this point, I'm like feeling pretty good. And she wants Screwball whiskey.
Ooh,
you had that before? It's like
so.
Peanut butter whiskey.
Oh yeah. I have.
It was all right, but I think it fucked my stomach up.
I bet.
Yeah, after like 7 Guinness throughout the day. Anyways, so then she's like, "Let's play again," and I was like, "Okay," and she was like, "For money." I was like, "Nah, nah."
She was a shark,
dude. I was like, "Nah, let's play. Like I have these quarters. Like let's play." So we play, and I end up beating her pretty bad, bro. And then she was like, "Oh dang, like you beat me." And she was like, "Okay, let's play for money, $50." I was like, "No." But I feel like she was trying to get me.
Yeah.
You think she was hustling me for sure?
That's what it sounds like.
And so my friend, he's in the corner. He was like, "Bro, she was definitely hustling you." He was like, I was talking to her friends, and like she does this all the time.
Dang.
And I was like, "Dang, I really thought she thought I was a good looking man." But I think she probably saw me looking at her and was like, "This is an easy pickings."
Look at this young boy. This young boy.
Which I've never had that happen to me before, bro. Where
I would have been like, ooh.
I almost fell for it, bro.
Yeah.
I almost was like, yeah, let's play for $50.
I would have probably felt for it.
You think so?
Well, I don't even have $50. So I would have been like,
20.
I got this change.
So she was like, it was at the end when I was like, "You think I'm stupid?" I told her that. I was like, "You think I'm dumb?" She was like, "No." I was like, I don't remember what the fuck I said. I was like kind of drunk. But she was like, "What do you do for work?" And I said, "I'm a poet." She was like, "Really? You're a poet?" I was like, "Yes, I'm a poet." She's like, "You do that for work?" I said, "Yeah." Full of shit, right? And she's like,
I
"Okay,
make buku bucks doing
yeah."
this.
She was like, "I want you to write me a poem." I
Okay.
was like, "All right, but you got to give me some time." She was like, "Meet me here tomorrow at 8 p.m."
Mm,
I was like, "Okay, I'll be here 8 p.m."
it's tomorrow. Today is
8:30.
tomorrow.
It's 8:30. I feel like she was definitely not gonna show up, but I wasn't gonna show up either.
Dang.
I don't know, man. It was a really strange situation.
This
But
sounds like a really shitty romance film.
you think I owe her a poem
I think you should write one, have it on deck.
just
and
in case I see her again?
Yeah, if you ever run into her, like, hey,
I'm gonna be
she's
like,
gonna
"I was there. Where were you?"
She's gonna have like a totally different accent. She's like Swedish.
French or something. That was very strange. I never really. Number one, I never really encountered a Russian chick. But they say it's true, man. They're good-looking women.
I bet.
She's fucking good-looking.
I bet. Striking.
Yeah, she was striking. And it's when she started talking to me, I was like,
Something
man,
about an accent.
yeah, you're about to get me. You're about to get my money. But came away clean. All I had to pay was the drink, $10 for the shots.
Damn. You picked the right but wrong guy.
Yeah, it was very close. Oh well. But yeah, that was my experience last night in the H-Town nightlife, Midtown.
Freaking So you mentioned the Oscars.
Yes.
We watched the Oscars together.
Yes, we did.
We saw a few films that were nominated. We didn't see all of them. I think that was the case with some of the voters as well.
You think?
I believe I read an article saying 2 of them didn't watch Dune.
What?
Yeah.
How are you even allowed to do that?
It feels like it's starting to get to a point where the Oscars is not going to matter anymore or just become obsolete if things like that is happening.
Yeah, I feel like it's been going downhill for a good bit.
But maybe things like this has been happening for a while.
Like people not watching the movies.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think about that? You think that's like irresponsible?
I mean, yeah, it's not fair.
No. Like, how much does this matter to? It does matter a lot to the people who are like to the filmmakers.
Everyone wants to be recognized, right?
Yeah, especially when you know like they're putting millions. Like, didn't Anora like double their money on marketing for the Oscars than making the movie? That's crazy, bro. I mean, they fucking got it.
Baskets.
Yeah,
A lot of gift baskets.
but it's like, it's smart though because they re-released the movies after the awards.
Mm-hmm.
And now people say, "Oh, fucking Best Picture!" Like, I want to go see that now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people, yeah, you reach another audience whenever you win, right?
Of course. Especially if like how many Oscars did they win? Like 5?
Yeah, bro, ridiculous.
Do you? This is what I want to bring up. Do you think it was well deserved?
Okay, I'm just gonna.
There was a lot of bangers,
Yes,
in my
yeah.
opinion, for movies.
So the ones they won original screenplay. I think that's well deserved. Yeah, do you? Okay.
Yeah,
Then let's
yeah.
say next. Let's just say Mikey Madison. Was that well deserved?
Okay.
Like, I didn't see the substance, so I can't talk about that.
So I do believe that Demi Moore,
Should have won.
she should have won.
Okay, so let's say that's undeserved.
I think it should have been flipped. I think Timothy Chalamet.
You think he should have won also?
He should have won.
You haven't seen it, though.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, come on, bro.
But like everything that I hear of like how much work that he put into this film, and I learned that they used AI for Adrian Brody's accent in the Brutalist.
Did they really?
Yeah. And
I did not know that.
I was like, okay.
Okay.
Like if you wanted to like give someone their shine,
Yeah.
that's like up and coming, I think it should have been him.
So it should have been in that moment.
Yeah.
Okay. You think there'll be a chance he'll be back?
Of course, he's loved.
Yeah.
That guy
everybody
is
loves him.
loved.
Yeah.
He is our generation's version of Brad
Or-
Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
George.
For sure. I'm excited to see what he does next. Well, he's gonna be in that Safdie movie, the ping pong player.
I forgot that's happening.
Yeah. What's it called? Marty something? Marty McFly. I forgot what it's called, bro, but
We gotta go back to the future. Marty.
it's something like that, bro, but he's gonna be like a ping pong player. And that it looks interesting. He was saying like for that movie he did all his own stunts.
Yeah,
That's
I wanted
pretty
to bring up some reviews for the movie, but I didn't have enough time to look at any.
Which one?
For Nora,
Oh, okay.
because I do think there was like a little bit of backlash
Yeah.
about the film.
Especially from like the female audience.
Yeah, people were trying to say that Sean Baker's a weirdo.
Yeah.
For focusing on
Like that kind of shit, like
Yeah,
female sex workers.
but I've said this before. Sean Baker, like all 3 films that he's done so far, it's just focusing on the low life, like the soft white underbelly of the world.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't know, like trying to be perverted.
No.
I felt like with the I kind of felt that with Euphoria, even though it's a totally different topic.
Yeah. That's him?
No, that's not him.
I was
That's
gonna
what I'm
say.
saying. It's a totally different topic. But with Nora, like I didn't get that at all.
No, me either. I don't think he was like fetishizing
No,
that kind of shit at
it
all.
won Best Editing. Do you think
Did
that
it?
was deserved?
Um
Yeah, because Sean Baker, he did the editing himself.
yeah, that's right. He's a really talented guy.
Yeah, definitely deserved Best Director.
Multifunctional.
Yeah.
No, yeah, best director. If the movie's gonna win Best Picture, it has to win. I feel like it has to win Best Director.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck's directing who's making the movie then?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so we got that. Then okay, we're gonna say that Mikey Madison didn't deserve
I'm not mad. I'm not mad about
no,
it.
no, yeah. Okay, let's just say Demi Moore should won. So
Yeah.
that's 2. Then Best Editing. Are we comparing it to the Brutalist editing? I'm not gonna say I'm some fucking film student who knows everything about editing, but I would say that like the Brutalist, the scenes kind of like they run long, but that it's like purposefully done that way. And Nora is kind of more like choppy fast. Even in like the end, the only moment is like in the end whenever you get that like the longer shot, right?
Yeah.
In Nora, I'll have to rewatch it to say for sure, but I mean, yeah, I think it works for the film.
Yeah, Nora, you don't really get much of a breather with that film
until the end.
Yeah. How'd you feel about the ending of that film?
I loved it. I love the ending. I think it's a perfect ending, and I saw them hooking up together coming.
Yeah.
For sure, but I didn't see it happening like that.
No.
Whenever they stayed together at his house,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna happen. Like she just got out the shower and he's like, they're watching the news or some shit.
Yeah, me too. You could definitely feel it build up.
Yeah.
When I watched it with Jordan, he was like, "What? That's the ending?" And I remember when we watched it at River Oaks Theater, like people around us, I could hear them as well, like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I think that's what Sean Baker wanted.
Yeah, I agree.
And I didn't notice this until the second time I watched it. There's like no music at all whenever it ends.
In the end.
And I think he just wants to leave you like sitting with it, same way as she's sitting with the whole situation that she just went through. Because the whole time she's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, I think it was a perfect ending. Like I was saying, it's like it's very bittersweet. Like yeah, it's sad. She's fucked up. Obviously, she's crying and shit, but it's like you think that they're now gonna be a thing, like they're gonna be together now. Her and the guy, the Russian guy. No, I feel like they are. I think he really likes her.
Probably, yeah. He does really like her. I mean, he got her the ring, and
I think he like really.
He stood up for her. Said the guy needs to apologize.
Yeah.
I like how you're like thinking more
like
far ahead,
past the film.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's what he was trying to say is like, yeah, this is bitter. It's a very bittersweet moment. And like she's clearly fucked up, and like that's kind of the only way she knows how to thank somebody or deal with her problems is to have sex with
kind
them.
of reverting back to her old ways.
Yeah, but like she's realizing that all this stuff she's done in this situation that shows in the movie and her whole life is like fucked up and not the way that she probably wants to live her life. And she's just, it's like a moment where it just all hit her at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think it worked really well for me. It had me thinking about it for the rest of the night and like the next day. So
It's a really good film. I loved it. There might have been a few Oscars that maybe it shouldn't have won, but hey.
but hey, I mean, I think it's deserved.
I can't argue.
No.
I can't really argue with it. I wouldn't say it was my favorite movie out of 2024.
You said The Substance, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Fuck,
but I mean, but that's more up my alley.
Yeah.
Like I love like grotesque horror,
Yeah.
strange, dark, mysterious stuff.
Yeah.
And like with Nora, I was captivated with each scene. Like you're going through like a roller coaster of emotions, but it's like times 10 with the substance. And the only emotion that you're feeling is like, fuck.
God damn, bro. I need to watch it.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't really squirm too much, but like with almost each scene, I was like, ugh.
Oh man, that's on my watch list. I will definitely get to that ASAP. But I was honestly surprised Anora won Best Picture.
Yeah, I was surprised as well.
I feel like The Brutalist is more of like a Oscar type of movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I thought The Brutalist was a lock, to be honest.
Yeah, especially whenever we got at the theater. Okay, what do you think about The Brutal? I watched a YouTube video talking about the ending the other day, and I thought it was really insightful. But what did you think about the movie?
Whenever you said they're getting fucked, the foreigners are being fucked.
Yeah. You talking about whenever we walked out for the intermission?
Yeah. Or no, I think that was like at the end. Because I think he literally got fucked.
Before he literally got fucked. I said that.
No, I think he said it after. Okay. I believe.
It's a heavy movie.
It's really heavy. It's a lot of dialogue. The dialogue is really good though. Yeah. It's really slow.
Yes.
If you don't like slow, like it's not a movie for you at all. No. But man, as soon as it starts,
the music,
like I felt it in my chest.
Yeah.
Whenever the shot of the Statue of Liberty and you like hear their voices of excitement at first, it's like a bunch of like just random noises. Sounds like noises from a different room, and then you just start to see them celebrate as soon as they see the statue, and then you hear the
yes,
like,
dude.
Woo.
Yeah.
I haven't felt that with any other movie that's came out in 2024.
Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't say me either. It's really presented in this like very epic Godfather like scale of a movie.
Yeah, I will say I enjoyed the editing for The Brutalist way more.
I mean like the long shots.
That and like the graphics for like the typeface and things like that, and how they like structured it on the film. It's not just like in your face, it's like diagonal, going different ways. It reminded me of the Vanellis.
I remember that you telling me about that.
Two couple who are just amazing designers who created the font Helvetica.
Yeah.
And it seemed like they're giving a lot of props to that. There was a lot of lines in the movie that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like I think you know the line best.
I find our conversation to be persuading and intellectually stimulating. I need to say that as a pickup line.
The ending did feel a bit rushed for me.
Okay. Because you don't find out anything that happens, really.
No. You kind of just like end with his glory, like his accomplishments, but you realize that all of his accomplishments is from like the pain that he suffers.
Yeah. And they show that the wife died, and you don't really know how she died.
You raped him.
The video I was telling you about that I watched, it explained the ending kind of as a it made you for me it made me want to rewatch the movie and take a closer look at the Jofia's character, the niece, because like
Yeah.
it starts and ends with her.
Yeah.
Right? And then she's the one kind of presenting his accomplishments at that whatever was it like it wasn't a memorial, it was more
It's
of
like honoring him or something.
And she's the one presenting it in his words,
The
and
Catalina wine mixer.
But yeah, it made me want to rewatch and take a closer look at her character, and how it kind of relates to him and that. But yeah, I agree. I think the ending was a bit strange for the way the rest of the film played out.
Yeah, it did focus on the daughter or the niece a lot.
Yeah.
I mainly tied just the niece like as showing a way that like Adrian Brody is straying further away from like his religion and like in his practices.
That's a good take, especially like you don't see her talk the whole movie really until the scene where she does talk. They're in like the kitchen and she's saying she wants to go back to the Holy Land.
Yeah, she has like a husband and like you could tell they're both devoted to their religion.
Yep.
And then that's how the movie kind of towards the ending as well.
That wraps up.
Yeah, because him and his wife get a little crazy.
They get crazy off that H.
First, there's a sad handy playing the nice music. I need a nice sad handy.
Yeah, me too. I can help you with that, bro.
Freaking Adrian Brody's speech.
Okay, yeah, I know. I remember you wanted to talk about this. I didn't rewatch it.
Yeah, I was going to, but I didn't.
But it's the longest speech in Oscars history, which is okay. I actually did think about it today while I was on a brisk walk. So Adrian Brody, I feel like he's a cool guy, right? Like I'm not talking about his character. I'm talking about like
him as a person.
Yeah, he's like a cool guy. Like
he is like a sweet guy.
Sweet.
That we.
But
know.
I feel like he's kind of playing a character.
Yeah.
Like in his, you see what he posts on Instagram? I hate to be like in celebrities' life, but it comes up on my feed,
Is
bro.
the one where he's like walking around?
Bro, that's he has multiple of those.
Cheesing.
He's like I saw one yesterday. He's like, "Hey, it's a good day. What's up, New York? I'm back." And I'm
like,
he's just walking on the street recording himself. But I feel like he's trying to play a cool guy.
A cool guy or like a nice a nice
yeah, like
cool guy.
Nice, but also like
I'm lovable.
Yeah. Whereas like somebody like Matthew McConaughey is like very lovable and cool, but it's like it feels more authentic.
Yeah. Oh, that dude went through a whole journey.
Who, McConaughey?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, because like he came out with the book recently.
Yes, Green Lights.
Yeah, and it kind of like just talked about like the way that he grew up.
Yeah.
And everything that he did to kind of like form the person that he is today.
Yeah. You read it?
No, but I listened to the Two Bears, One Cave episode with him. Yeah. It was really good. It was a
good episode.
He gave a good tuna salad recipe.
Yeah. Did you try it?
No.
But yeah, back to Adrian Brody, the speech. I feel like his speech kind of went all over the place, right?
Yeah, or like he was kind of like just like repeating the same things. It seemed like as well. It was like a whole bunch of kumbaya.
Yeah.
And
kumbaya.
And that's good and all, but 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I do kind of respect him being like, guys, I've done this before. Like, cut it.
Cut the music.
But but I think he was like, I'm not gonna be like that long, and then he just like kept going.
Just kept going, bro. Yeah. I mean, it's not really a big deal for me, but I can see. I feel like he's kind of playing a character in a way, like this cool guy. Like I'm a method actor. Isn't he like the? He's the one who like kind of like that pianist role. I haven't seen the movie, but people were saying like
The
that's
penis.
like that's the most method acting ever done was in that
Really?
movie. That's what I've heard.
What about Jim Carrey? And I think it's called like To the Moon or like something. Man on the Moon. It's about.
I haven't seen that.
He's playing a comedian Andy Kaufman, I believe.
Okay.
And like Andy Kaufman, like his whole shtick was being an asshole, and like he just never like broke character.
He was just being asshole to everybody on set.
And so like Jim Carrey, like he was just living just like him.
Yeah.
But
Heath
no, I gotta
Ledger?
look into that.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, you know what? The man killed himself. I think I think that might go down as the most intense method acting.
Yeah. What else? People say Daniel Day-Lewis is pretty bad. He's fucking great though.
He is great.
Adrian Brody was great in the movie.
PTA coming out the new film.
Yeah, that's movie news.
Yeah.
The trailer dropped. Looks pretty good,
it
man.
looks good. It looks a lot better than Licorice Pizza.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Licorice Pizza a whole bunch.
I enjoyed it too.
It felt a little lackluster for a PTA film.
Yeah, I agree.
But the visuals were, man, it looked good.
I don't remember much from the movie. I just remember
the soundtrack. Oh,
I need to rewatch it. All right, man. Is there anything else you wanted to cover?
Yeah, so we're coming to the end here. Did you want to bring up any bars or anything like that?
Yes. Okay. New bar I checked out in Houston. It's a Montrose classic called Brazil with an S instead of a Z. Really good food. They got really good drinks, different cocktails. They got coffee. They got fucking everything.
Coffee. Don't they have like movie nights?
Movie nights, 8 p.m. on Mondays. Then Sundays, I think 3 to 5, they do jazz. They got a front patio. They got a back patio. Vibes, good music. Like they were playing West Side Gun in there, bro. It's like really nice. So check. Boom, 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 boom. Now, really, really cool place. If you're in Montrose, check that place out. It's on Westheimer. I went out to the Heights this past weekend. This bar called the Bungalow.
The Bungalow.
The Bungalow. It was pretty cool, man. Like it was like a house, like turned into a bar. It was like really cool. Good drinks, good beer.
I'm gonna run out of bars and places here pretty soon, but that's the reason for this podcast to find more places.
Yeah.
But Pete's Dueling Piano Bar. It's located in downtown. I don't know what specific street.
Okay.
But I go in there.
Ryan Gosling there playing piano.
So there's like 2 pianos on the stage.
Okay.
But I think usually they're just playing one, and they're doing covers the whole time.
Oh, that's so sick.
I've been there probably maybe 3 times, and they do replay a lot of covers.
Yeah.
But man, I think I went on a Saturday night. I think it was like Jordan's birthday or something like that.
Oh, that was Jordan's birthday night.
Yeah.
When Nick came out too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And might have been a different night, but we pop in, and man, everyone singing along.
Oh, dude.
It was an amazing vibe.
Okay. Sweet.
I always have to stop at that place.
We'll have to check that out together, bro.
For sure, man.
Pete's
Dueling Piano Bar.
Pete's Dueling Piano Bar.
Yeah, and their mascot is like a rubber duck. I don't know why.
No explanation needed. Sweet, man.
But do we want to end the show with any recommendations? What we're watching?
Yeah, I'm watching Succession right now. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. Really good movie. I mean, not a movie, TV show. I'm on season 2 right now, and the end of season 1 is fucking wild, and I've really loved it. So check out Succession on HBO.
That show is definitely going down as
one of the best. Yeah,
for sure. What am I? I'm currently watching Daredevil Born Again.
What is that?
Well, Daredevil, he's a Marvel character.
Okay.
Ben Affleck actually plays Daredevil, and
In this show?
no,
Oh.
I'm just giving you a little history of live action Daredevil.
Okay.
But the movie's not great, but for nostalgia reasons, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's Ben Affleck
Yeah, of
as a
course.
superhero. But Netflix, they did like a TV show like years back for Daredevil,
Mm-hmm.
and it just ended. And then Disney ended up buying Marvel,
Yeah.
and so yeah, they're coming out with a whole new show. It's like supposed to be like 7 years later, something like
Nice.
that. The special thing about it is it's a lot more brutal.
Okay.
Seems like Disney they might be still sticking with the whole woke content,
Yeah.
but they're realizing like, okay, like there's different consumers out there who want different things.
Yeah.
And they're giving it to us with Daredevil. Currently watching was Severance.
Yes. Isn't it done? It's wrapped up, right? This season?
Yeah, the second season's wrapped up.
Did you watch? Are you caught up?
No, I'm still on the first season.
Okay.
I'm pretty far behind. But I can see why it is Apple's most expensive show.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller is doing his thing, and it
Yeah.
looks good. It's probably the best looking show on TV right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to watch it. I really fucking need to watch it. I'll get there. Maybe after I finish this. Then we got Last of Us coming out, season 2.
Ooh.
In like a week and a half or so.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll probably add like a little part like what's coming out next.
Yeah. I think it'll be a good addition to the show. All right, man. That's been it.
That is it.
Episode 1 done. MadMan and or with the WasteMan.
Coming right at you.
That's right. Thank y'all for listening.
All right. Thank you.